Formulas can be rearranged to solve for any of their elements when the other elements are known. So for example, we know that the formula for distance is distance equals rate times time. But what if we know the distance? What if we know that the distance is 80 kilometers? We don't know the rate, but we do know that the time is 1.2 hours. Well, we can rearrange this formula to find the rate. So how do we do that? Well, what we need to do is isolate this unknown value, which means get it on one side of the equals sign by itself. So to do that, we need to get rid of the times 1.2 hours, and since this is multiplied, what we're going to do is divide by 1.2 hours. But as you may know, anything you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other side. So we're going to divide this side by 1.2 as well. Now over here, if we multiply by 1.2 and then divide by 1.2, those just cancel out. So what we end up with is 80 divided by 1.2 is equal to R. When we do the division, we'll find that R is equal to 66.666 and so on, repeating. So we'll round it off, 66.67 kilometers per hour. That's the rate. So that is how you go about rearranging formulas. You isolate the unknown variable and solve. But there's a trick that you might find useful. I actually use it all the time. It's called the triangle or pyramid method, and this can be used to rearrange formulas that have three terms. So we know that distance is equal to rate times time. Okay, when they're beside each other, it's going to mean multiply. When they're over each other, it's going to mean divide. So distance is equal to rate times time. So what is time equal to? Well, time is going to be equal to distance over rate. What's rate equal to? Well, rate is going to be equal to distance over time. And I find that a very simple little method of rearranging some formulas.